Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. We're going to go ahead and jump right in to a full tarot reading for the month of August for you, Aquarius. Aquarius can be your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. Those are the top three, and it can be anywhere that Aquarius falls in your chart. You can usually go have a free birth chart run several different places if you type that into Google. Aquarius can be your Mars, maybe Venus. Those are usually the really top performers for the houses. But anyway, this is going to be for August. And I'm going to just shoot for, I'm doing a 9-card spread. I'm going to do a little bit of a preview from the past, and then we're going to do the present moment, which is going to be intending for the month of August. And then we're going to look out a little bit to the future for you. So Aquarius, tune into your intuition, tune into your internal guidance, whatever it is that you call upon for wisdom and guidance. I usually refer to the universe, spirit, God. Any of those terms are always one and the same for me. So whatever it is that you turn to for that benevolent source of love, wisdom, guidance, light, play along with the energies, and just know that you always have free will. There's always free will here. I just feel like doing this one more time and seeing here for you, Aquarius, what is going to be for that past energy. What led you up to this moment, this August 2025? What led you here? What brought you here? Where did you come from? We've got 3 of Pentacles. That's hard work. We've got the King of Cups. This is Scorpio energy here. So mastering your heart space, mastering your emotions. More water energy, the moon. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, really Cancer, Pisces predominantly, but water energy. So let's talk about the past a little bit. We have you putting in a lot of hard work into your internal heart space. You understand the concept of mastering your emotions. You understand the concept of calm, cool, collected. Fake it till you make it, maybe. That is no insult whatsoever, Aquarius. This is just me letting you know that you very well could put on your game face, so to speak, to go out into the world, just to show that you have everything under control, meaning yourself. You are in your heart space, you're contained, you're held, you're divine, you're loving, most of all, what I'm getting is that you're loving yourself. You're figuring out those ways, or in the past, you did figure out those ways to contain your energy so that you weren't spilling out into every area of your life. You love your kids, you love your job, you love your people, but you have to love yourself first. That's where it all begins. So in order to work together with others, in order to play along and get along, you have to first give to yourself and make sure that you're taking care of numero uno first. There's been a lot of emotions for you. The moon is here showing up as this is divine feminine energy. This is yin energy. It's receiving. It's receptive, it's nurturing, it's a taker. This could be you understanding that in order to be this calm, cool, collected position, I have to go into the deep of the darkest parts of my being, and I have to understand who I am. There's an image on the card of a white wolf and a black wolf, and they're both looking up at the same moon. Now, this is feminine energy. The moon is feminine. So we have water, 2 wolves, the light and the dark. There's that old Native American Indian adage that goes something along the lines of the grandfather telling his grandsons that we all have a light wolf and a dark wolf inside of us. And the grandson's asking the grandfather, so which one is stronger? And the grandfather said, the one you feed. So the moon energy here is to give you the preview in the past, looking back to the past. You understand, in order to be in this King of Cups place, you did have to put a lot of diligent hard work and effort towards which wolf you fed. What did you give your energy to? Were you going back in time and replaying events to your detriment? Or were you going back in time and looking at, sure, I could have done this better. I could have said this differently. I coulda, shoulda, woulda. But you understand that you didn't get to where you are today in this current moment by not doing most things right. We don't get to where we are because we've constantly failed. We have successes too, even if they're small. So I'm just getting this message for you, Aquarius. Please make sure that when you are looking into the past, remember the things that you've done right. Remember who you are. All this hard work and effort got you to this position. We're going to head towards the present moment here in a minute. But you are who you are because of what brought you here. So where are you? What is this current moment? Your energy, Ace of Swords, a bright new idea, a brand new thought process. There is a new clarity that has landed upon you. Something new, something fresh, something insightful. Temperance. Major Arcana for the sign of Sagittarius. And Justice. Major Arcana for the sign of Libra, your air cousin. So we have a fresh new idea, a new way of doing things. This is illumination in the mind. This is your home space energy, Aquarius. There's all this sacred geometry happening in the background. There is this geometry, actual geometry happening, trigonometry, algebra happening. There's just this mental mindscape, and the eyes are closed, the concentration. I think this really is about illumination. And as you look at the Temperance card, this is Archangel Michael. And Archangel Michael is the clearer of obstacles. So he sweeps and cleans and cuts the cords and helps you to move forward into a bright new path. There is this figure 8 energy as the sun in one hand and the moon in the other goes around and around in that figure 8 ellipsis shape. And this is the alchemy of the light with the dark, the alchemy of the good with the bad, the alchemy of the high and the low, etc. Any major duplicitous contrast energy, we have this Temperance energy is all about balancing, moderation. We can have the light when we have the dark, very similar to what we see in the moon with the black and the white wolf. In the Temperance energy, very similar. We're balancing, we're finding moderation, we're deciding. We don't have to have just necessarily one or the other. We can have both, and we just need to blend them and guide ourselves and have this angelic guidance over us to help us to keep things in a state of moderation. So there's this bright new idea of how we're going to moderate things in this current present moment. And what that does for you, Aquarius, is it puts you in the position of equality, puts you in the position of balance, of fairness, of equal. It's equal rights, equal fights, equal all of that. This is Libra energy. So there's the sword of truth, and on the sword of truth are these cups being balanced, fair, equitable. No one's got the upper hand over the other. Everybody's case is being heard. Everybody's side is being given credit. So here you have these two major arcanas in this very present moment. and this bright new idea of yours, learning how to balance that as well as give fairness and equality to all the parts of your life. So Aquarius, I think you have finally figured out in the month of August what you need to do to fair and square around the board of your life. I think that you did have all these deep feelings, this deep-seated emotions that you were processing in the past, but what that led you to was this very steady, sturdy, intelligent plan of how you're going to put things together so that everybody gets, I'm going to say it like this, everybody gets a little piece of you. So you're going to give your kids, your job, your home, your personal like hobbies, pleasures, etc. You're going to make sure that there's the wheel and everybody's got an equal distribution of Aquarius. As we move into the future, as we move past the month of August, we are entering the Empress, the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor. So we have a divine pair. We have a divine partnership. There is something coming towards you, Aquarius, leading you into the Empress and the Emperor. The Empress is the divine embodiment of every queen in tarot. Pentacles, swords, wands, and cups. The Emperor is the king. He's the embodiment of all the kings. He is air, swords, wands, fire, pentacles, earth, cups, water, just like she is, only they are the counterparts of one another. So it's father energy and it's mother energy. It's God energy, goddess energy. So Aquarius, in your future, I think you are going to be looking forward to a divine soul partnership, a union of the masculine and the feminine. That doesn't mean that it has to be a man and a woman. That can just mean two partners, one in their feminine, one in their masculine. There is a coming together. There is a uniting of these two forces in your future, leading you to, it is a state of divinity. There is divine goddess, godlike energy in your future. I am so impressed to see this. And the Knight of Pentacles is here, I think, as a kind of a calming of the storm, because these two energies are divine soulmates. And right in the smack dab middle is Knight of Pentacles, which is earth, which is take your time, let's go slow. We're going to move very slowly towards this divine partnership. We're going to take our time. We're going to plant the seeds. First, we're going to build friendship. Then we're going to build the trust that comes with that friendship. We're going to then add in, maybe there is an element of romance. From that, we develop, we're going to change our life goals and our life plans to suit one another, etc. But it's moving very slow. So we could be talking about a year's time. The Knight of Pentacles is earth, very slow, very methodical, very well thought out. Nothing happens quick on his time watch. So the Emperor and the Empress coming together in a divine union might be just very slowly, methodically happening as we see summer coming to a close. This process starts to begin. And I love the concept of detaching from the outcome that you desire. So if this is what you desire, is this divine partnership, divine separation, take your little attention away from that goal, that end goal, and just be in the present moment where you're giving of yourself to what does matter to you right now, equally, fairly, justly, moderation, and this brilliant new idea of yours, I think, is what led you to that. At the end of the bottom of the deck's card is the Page of Wands. And this is just letting you know this playful, fun, jubilant type energy is encouraged. So Aquarius, I think you are someone that does like to have fun and let your hair down and just go for it. I think this the pages are usually very juvenile, immature. It doesn't mean that it has to be a child. It can just mean us in our childlike energy, but it's very playful. Page of Wands is very experimental. They're very much, let's just do it, not care about the consequences. Let's just go and play and have fun and throw our wands up in the air, kind of like the people walking down the street in a parade where they're twirling their batons and they're throwing them and catching them and throwing them and catching them. She's just having a good time, and it can be male or female, but just depicted with this female energy on the card. Just having a good time, not really sitting there worrying about consequences, which I'm not advocating for you to always go through your life like that, but maybe moment to moment you can decide that this is a moment where I can go in and I can let my hair down and just be myself and not worry about what people think of me or what I look like or whatever. Maybe you're somebody that doesn't care about that stuff anyways, but Page of Wands is here to say, continue with that. Maybe just a little bit more along in the temperance line of just being a little moderate with that playful, lighthearted energy. It's really encouraged for you at the bottom of your deck. I'm going to use the Tarot of Mystical Moments as a clarification. And we're going to place just 4 cards up on top of these 9 to see if we can pull out any further messages, clarify anything that we've already pulled out to talk about, and see if we get an entirely new message out of the deal. So kind of like a little bonus spread on top, frosting on the cake. So Aquarius, let's see what we have for you. We have the Magician, 6 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the Sun. That is awesome. Wow. Right away, I'm just drawn to the fact that, diagonal to one another is the Magician and the Sun, which is the number 1 and the number 19. And this is all about master manifester, being a manifester of your destiny, of your life. The Magician has all the tools available to them. Usually in the Rider-Waite-Smith, it's a figure pointing to heaven and pointing down to the earth. And it just is a meaning of as above, so below, as in heaven, so on earth. So what is going on in heaven, we can bring and create here on this earth. We can have all these heavenly divine goodies. We can be in celebratory energy. We can be celebrating and having the fun of our life. So there's a hand of the divine here holding this manifestation of this person, whatever it was they were wishing for, hoping for. There's like a top hat with a window in it. There's a swan, this figure with like a birthday hat celebrating. I just feel like they've got their magic wand. They're just discovering that what they set their mind to, what they speak into existence, what they give time, energy, effort, credit to, they actually start to see in their lives. So good, bad, or otherwise, this is also a reminder to you, be careful what you speak, be careful what you think, be careful what you write down in your journal, that it's okay to understand yourself by going over things, but be careful how you're speaking about your life, because we're always creating. So you are a magician, you are a creator, you are magic, you have a wand, you have your pentacles, you have your fire, you have your swords. So every tool that you need to create your life, you have already at your disposal. And the Sun is here diagonal to the Magician to say, absolutely, this sun is shining on you. Very different energy than the moon that you had here in your past. So the moon is that feminine, hidden, underneath the surface, feelings, water, yada, yada. The sun is masculine. It is male. It is wands. It's fire. It's go get 'em energy. It's shine the light on everything. We're not afraid. We're out in the open. We're showing what we are, who we are, what we've got. We're just out there and we're not afraid of that at all. So I believe the sun is here, the happiest card in all of tarot, the most joyful, prominent, beautiful card, right next to, diagonal to the magician. The sun is shining on you and your manifesting abilities. The Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. So what you give to the world, you can take back. What you have extended, you can receive. I'm not telling you to go out and make sure everything is exactly equal, because it never will be, but it's the energy of reciprocity. So it is very normal and healthy to expect that there will be equal give and take. And where there's not equal give and take, that is a consideration point for you if that thing, person, place needs to be in your life. So the Six of Pentacles is here as a reminder to you that while you're in this manifesting energy with the sun glowing upon you and just giving you that confirmation that you are in this place to do that, to be wary and to be wise to reciprocity. Who's giving, who's taking, and is it fair? Page of Pentacles, just like Page of Wands, this immature, more naive, juvenile, it can be a child, but they're here to remind you that there is a message of an opportunity headed your way. There is something new that will be coming towards you, Aquarius, for you to be able to take a hold of and begin to grow it into something bigger and better. If that is this divine soulmate union here, Page of Pentacles is, we're very close to this beginning. The beginning is very near. The sun is shining. You're manifesting. Let's see what was on the bottom of the deck. I turned it back over into the box. It is the Page of Swords. So we have another page. Pages are all about messages. So there's a message of action, inspired, energetic action. There is the message of the offer, the opportunity, the investment. And now we have the message of curiosity, the message of who, what, where, why, when, how. It's like a detective. This is a person coming across your life as an investigator, or you are investigating what's going on in your life. So Aquarius, you're figuring out, is this something? Is this the way you want your life to be? Is this the way you want your life to go? Because you are this master manifester. So Page of Swords, look into everything deeply, introspectively, intelligently. Page of Swords, air energy. Aquarius, I hope there was something here for you. Let me give you one final card. That's going to be this Romance Angels, Divine Dorian Virtue, Romance Angels. And so this can be in regards to love or career. It does not just have to be pertaining to a relationship romantically, but we have romantic energy in every facet of our life. This is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. If this resonates, please don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe button and join this growing sunflower family. And as always, take what sparks joy, leave the rest behind. Thank you very much. Blessings. Namaste.